In this video, I'm sharing 5 tips to retain your clients consistently, so stay tuned. Hey, it's Tony, Business Acceleration Mentor, specializing in the hair and beauty industry and founder of Successful Salons. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to retain your clients that this is going to help you fill your calendar on a regular basis and take away the stress of seeing an empty calendar. Before we dive into the 5 tips, I really want to invite you to really start looking at monitoring and measuring your salon's client retention rates, individual team members and your salon overall. This is going to help give you a starting point, and it's also going to create a benchmark for you going forward. If you run a software like Tumba, Sam, Timely, Hairware, and I know there's quite a few others out there, you're probably able to pull the figures from there. Okay, so let's dive into the first tip. So the first tip is rebooking. Rebooking is the easiest and the fastest way to fill your appointment calendar. Rebooking is also the easiest way to increase your revenue with the clients that you already have. I know that sometimes hair stylists and therapists can find it a little bit challenging. They feel like they're being salesy and pushy. Now, that is definitely not the case when you are rebooking your clients. And studies will indicate that clients who rebook their appointments are more likely to have 50% more visits than those that actually don't. So why rebook your clients? Rebooking your client gives you consistency when it comes to cash flow. It's a great way to build your relationships with your clients, and it's giving great service. It's free, rebooking is free, and it's a great way that you don't actually have to spend extra marketing dollars trying to attract new clients. This way they're already in there, you're already filling some gaps. And also it's inviting your clients to come back and see you again. When you don't rebook your client, you're actually leaving the door wide open for your client to actually be enticed to go to another salon, and you may lose that client forever. I always try and think of it like this. If you choose not to rebook a client to come back, how does that client know that you actually want to see them again? You know, after all, if you had a guest in your house, the chances are that you would invite them back again. And one of the great things about having your rebooking rates increase, and when they're sitting around that 85%, it actually does eliminate the overwhelm and the stress of seeing gaps in your calendar. So the second tip I want to share with you today is, are you wowing your clients? So let's start at the beginning, and I really invite you to be really honest with yourself. Okay, and ask yourself this question. When a new or regular client enters your salon, do you give them the royal treatment, or do you just go through the motions? For some reason, salon owners have forgotten on their salon owner's journey just how important it is to wow your clients, exceed your clients' expectations on every single visit. Your clients' needs and wants are a personal service, because hair, beauty, nails, massage, it's all personal, and there are generally lots of salons out there for your client to choose from, and you have competition all around you, so you need to provide a service that is exceptional and better than the salon down the road. So one of the ways that you can do this, and I really encourage you to take this on board, is that you and your team members must understand that when you have a client, your client is the priority. So one of the ways that you can look at it is your team members are there because of the clients. Clients are the most important asset to your business. The third tip I'm going to share with you is have a strong, powerful guarantee. So most owners actually fear offering a really strong guarantee because of the perceived value it may do to their business. In other words, they may think that some clients is going to screw them over and take advantage of them. I really want to encourage you to have a really higher opinion of your clients. And to be totally honest, the time that I owned a salon, I had one client try and take me up on that offer, except for she hadn't even had the colour washed out of her hair before she was asking for a refund. So think back over the last 12 months, how many clients have turned around and said to you, I am not happy, please give me my money back? Not many, if any, right? So if a client was to say to you, that they were not happy with their service, what are you likely to do? You're likely to fix it. You're either to offer them another treatment or a service, or you offer them their money back, right? The reality is that if a client said that they were turned around and said that they were unhappy with the service that you provided, 9 times out of 10 you're going to probably bend over backwards to make them happy. So firstly, if a client feels comfortable enough to complain, this is great because it allows you to solve the problem, and in turn an unhappy client into a happy client. It's an awesome opportunity. So a guarantee can drive sales as it eliminates the risk of purchase for a prospective client. So if somebody's trying you out for the first time, that guarantee is actually going to help soften the blow for them to trying you out, to giving you a go. So when you think about a new client, what type of thoughts are those clients having? Well, what if I'm not happy? What if I waste my money? What if the salon's not very good? I feel guilty going back to my old salon. What if it doesn't turn out? My friends and family are going to laugh at me. So you get the picture. And however, having that strong guarantee will help ease the above thoughts. By having a strong guarantee and advertising a strong guarantee, you are telling prospective new clients that you stand by your work and that client satisfaction is important to you. So this brings me to our final tip number 5. Cancellations and follow up. So this is probably a real biggie, and it's one of the easiest strategies to implement and can have a great impact on your bottom line. So what is your salon's policies for cancellations and follow-ups? And I'm not talking about the 50% deposits for clients that cancel. What I'm talking about is, what do you and your team do when someone cancels? Now I'm guessing you've already tried to rebook them, but what is the next step after that? Do you follow them up with a SMS, text message, email, a phone call? None of this has to be pushy at all. It could be something as simple as like, "Hi Taylor, I just wanted to touch base with you and see if everything is okay." And then you can be guided by the conversation and ask if they would like to make an appointment. So now if you don't manage to rebook them, what processes have you got to try again? Because you definitely don't want to give up now. This is precisely where you can lose a client. Now, depending on what your salon's policy is, how long do you wait to phone a client? How long do you wait to message a client? How long do you wait to email? So already they've cancelled, you've tried to rebook them on the phone, it didn't happen, then you've sent them another message or given them a call or an email and tried to rebook them, and if maybe that hasn't worked, do you give up? I would encourage you to say no. Now, this all depends on what your salon policy is, but anyway, you could phone them, message them, and email, but this time you're going to offer them an incentive. If you know anything, I'm not into discounting, so I'm not saying discount anything, but value-added packages are a great way to do this. You need to give them a reason to come back. So there we have it, 4 tips on retaining your clients. So rebook your clients, wow your clients with an exceptional service, implement a strong guarantee, and have a cancellation and follow-up policy and procedure. At the end of the day, I want you to be putting more money into your pocket by working smarter, not harder. So to do this, I've created a workbook for you to go through to consistently help you attract new clients. Click on the link down below and download it, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed these tips, and I will see you next week. Hey guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it the thumbs up. Also click to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Make sure to leave a comment and tell me what your biggest takeaway is, and I will see you in the next video.